Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we will learn English through an interesting story. This story is about technology, the internet, and how we can use them in a better way. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Let's begin. A busy digital world. Imagine this. You wake up early in the morning. Before you even leave your bed, you pick up your phone. You check your messages. Then you open social media. After that, you watch a few short videos. You only wanted to use your phone for 5 minutes. But when you look at the time, 30 minutes are already gone. Does this sound familiar? For many people, this is a normal morning. The internet has become a big part of our daily life. We use it for work. We use it for school. We use it to talk with family and friends. We use it to watch videos, read the news, and learn new skills. The internet gives us many useful things. But sometimes, it also takes away something very important. It takes away our time. Many people feel busy every day. They are always looking at a screen. They move from one app to another. One notification becomes two. Two become 10. Hours pass without notice. At the end of the day, they feel tired. But they do not know why. Meet Emma. Now let me tell you about Emma. Emma is 28 years old. She works in a small office. She is friendly, kind, and hardworking. Every morning, she starts her day with her phone. She tells herself, "I will only check my messages." But after reading one message, she opens another app. Then she watches one short video. Then another. Soon, she forgets why she picked up her phone. When she finally gets ready for work, she already feels distracted. During the day, Emma tries to focus. She opens her computer. She starts an important task. Then a notification appears. Someone liked her photo. A friend sent a message. Another email arrives. Without thinking, Emma stops working. She checks every notification. After a few minutes, she returns to her work. But her focus is gone. She needs several more minutes before she can continue. This happens many times every day. The evening problem. After work, Emma feels tired. She wants to relax. She makes a cup of tea. She sits on the sofa. She opens her phone again. She watches funny videos. She reads comments. She checks social media. She tells herself, "I will stop after 10 minutes." But 1 hour passes. Then another. When she looks outside, it is already dark. She wanted to read a book. She wanted to exercise. She wanted to call her parents. She wanted to sleep early. But she did none of those things. Instead, she spent the whole evening online. Before going to bed, Emma feels disappointed. She asks herself, "Where did all my time go?" A common problem. Emma is not the only person with this problem. Millions of people live the same way. Technology is useful, but sometimes it becomes too much. Many people check their phones hundreds of times every day. Sometimes they do not even notice they are doing it. It becomes a habit. The phone is always nearby. The screen is always on. The next notification is always waiting. Slowly, people spend less time talking. They spend less time reading books. They spend less time enjoying nature. They spend less time with family. Without noticing, the digital world becomes bigger than the real world. Why does this happen? This is not because people are lazy. It is not because they are weak. Modern apps are designed to keep our attention. Every notification is created to make us look at the screen. Bright colors catch our eyes. Interesting headlines make us curious. Short videos make us want to watch one more. Then one more. And then another. The longer we stay online, the happier the companies become. Because our attention is valuable. Many people do not realize this. They think they are making every choice. But many choices are already being guided by the apps they use. A simple question. Now think about your own life. How many times do you check your phone every day? Do you always need to check it? Or has it become a habit? How much time do you spend online? 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours. Now ask yourself one more question. What could you do with that time instead? You could learn a new language. You could read a good book. You could play a sport. You could spend time with your family. You could learn a new skill. Even 30 extra minutes every day can change your life over time. A new idea. Emma started thinking about these questions. She realized something important. The internet was not her enemy. Her phone was not the problem. The real problem was the way she was using them. She wanted a better life. She wanted more peace. She wanted more focus. She wanted more free time. One evening she found a new idea. It was called Digital Minimalism. The idea was simple. Use technology when it helps your life. Avoid technology when it only wastes your time. It was not about leaving the internet forever. It was about using it with purpose. Emma smiled. For the first time in many months, she felt hopeful. She decided to try something new. She did not know if it would be easy. But she knew one thing. Something had to change. And that decision became the beginning of a new journey. The next morning, Emma woke up with a new plan. She wanted to change her daily habits. She knew it would not be easy. But she was ready to try. Before touching her phone, she sat quietly for 1 minute. She took a deep breath. Then she asked herself a simple question. Do I really need my phone right now? The answer was no. She smiled. Instead of opening social media, she got out of bed. She opened the window. Fresh air came into the room. The morning felt peaceful. She made breakfast. She enjoyed her food without looking at a screen. It was a small change, but it felt different. The first challenge. When Emma arrived at work, she felt confident. She started her computer. She began working on an important project. After a few minutes, her phone vibrated. She looked at it. Someone had sent her a message. For a moment, she wanted to read it. Then she remembered her goal. She turned the phone upside down. She continued working. After 20 minutes, she finished an important task. She felt proud. Normally, this task would take much longer. She realized something surprising. The phone was not saving her time. It was stealing her attention. Every notification has a cost. Many people think a notification only takes a few seconds. But that is not true. When your attention is interrupted, your brain needs time to focus again. Even a quick message can break your concentration. Imagine reading an interesting book. Just when the story becomes exciting, someone closes the book. A few minutes later, they give it back to you. You can continue reading, but it takes time to enter the story again. Our minds work in the same way. Every interruption has a hidden cost. Emma finally understood this. That day, she turned off many notifications. She kept only the important ones. Family calls, work messages, emergency contacts. Everything else could wait. Suddenly, her phone became much quieter. And her mind became quieter too. Learning to be bored. After work, Emma noticed something unusual. She was waiting for a bus. Normally, she would look at her phone. This time, she kept it in her bag. At first, she felt uncomfortable. She looked around. People were walking. Children were laughing. Birds were singing. The wind moved the trees. She realized she had not noticed these simple things for a long time. For years, every empty moment had been filled with a screen. Now she was simply watching the world. It felt strange, but it also felt peaceful. Being bored is not always a bad thing. Sometimes, our best ideas appear when our minds are quiet. Many creative people enjoy silent moments. They walk. They think. They observe. They let their minds rest. Emma decided she wanted more moments like this. Making better choices. That evening, Emma made a list. She wrote 2 questions. What gives value to my life? What only wastes my time? She thought carefully. Reading books gave her value. Talking with her parents gave her value. Cooking healthy food gave her value. Walking outside gave her value. Learning English gave her value. But endless scrolling did not. Watching random videos for hours did not. Reading negative comments did not. Checking her phone every 5 minutes did not. The answers became clear. She did not need to remove technology. She only needed to remove unnecessary habits. A new daily routine. The next week, Emma created a simple routine. Every morning, she stayed away from her phone for the first 30 minutes. During work, she checked messages only at planned times. She stopped carrying her phone everywhere inside her home. When she ate dinner, the phone stayed on a table in another room. Before sleeping, she read 10 pages of a book. These changes were small, but together they made a big difference. She slept better. She felt calmer. She laughed more. She worried less. For the first time in many months, she felt present. Spending time with people. One Saturday, Emma met her best friend, Lisa. They went to a small cafe. In the past, both of them often checked their phones during conversations. This time was different. Both phones stayed inside their bags. They talked for almost 2 hours. They shared stories. They laughed together. They remembered old memories. When Emma arrived home, she noticed something. She felt happy. Not because someone liked her photo. Not because she received many messages. She felt happy because she had spent real time with someone she cared about. She understood something important. Real conversations create stronger memories than endless scrolling. Nature has no notifications. The next day, Emma visited a nearby park. She left her headphones at home. She left her phone in her pocket. She simply walked. She watched the trees. She listened to the birds. She watched children play with their parents. Nobody was in a hurry. Everything felt calm. She sat on a bench for a while. She closed her eyes. The fresh air made her feel relaxed. When she opened her eyes again, she noticed something. Her mind was quieter. The constant noise inside her head had started to disappear. Nature gave her something the internet could never give. Peace. A small success. After 2 weeks, Emma checked her screen time. She was surprised. She was using her phone almost 2 hours less every day. She did not feel like she had lost anything. Instead, she had gained something much more valuable. Time. She had more time to cook, more time to read, more time to exercise, more time to think, and more time to enjoy life. She realized happiness does not always come from doing more. Sometimes happiness comes from doing less, doing fewer things, but doing them with full attention. Emma smiled again. She knew her journey was only beginning, but every small step was taking her toward a better life. Emma was happy with her progress, but she knew one important thing. Good habits become strong only when we practice them every day. So she made one final plan. She called it her 30-day digital challenge. The rules were simple. No social media in the morning. No phone during meals. No screen 1 hour before bedtime. Check messages only at planned times. Keep notifications turned off unless they are important. Spend at least 1 hour every day doing something in the real world. It sounded simple, but following these rules every day was not always easy. Some days were difficult. Sometimes Emma wanted to open social media without any reason. Sometimes she picked up her phone out of habit. When that happened, she stopped for a moment. She asked herself one question. Why am I opening my phone? Sometimes she needed it. Sometimes she did not. This one question helped her make better choices. Finding new hobbies. As Emma spent less time online, she discovered something surprising. She had more free time than ever before. She decided to use that time wisely. She joined a small library near her home. Every week she borrowed a new book. Reading became one of her favorite habits. She also started cooking healthy meals. At first, she made simple recipes. Slowly, she learned new dishes. Cooking became fun. On weekends, she visited parks and museums. Sometimes she took long walks without using her phone. Sometimes she met friends for coffee. Life became slower, but it also became richer. Emma realized that happiness was not hidden inside an app. It was already waiting in the real world. Learning to say no. One day, Emma received an invitation to join another social media platform. Many of her friends were already using it. For a moment, she felt curious. Then she stopped and thought carefully. She asked herself another important question. Will this improve my life? The answer was simple. No. So she politely ignored the invitation. This decision made her feel stronger. She understood that saying no is sometimes more powerful than saying yes. Every new app asks for your attention. But not every app deserves your time. Your attention is valuable. Spend it wisely. Technology is a tool. After 1 month, Emma looked back at her journey. She noticed many positive changes. She slept better every night. She finished her work faster. She felt less stressed. She spent more time with family. She laughed more often. She enjoyed simple moments again. Most importantly, she felt free. She finally understood the real meaning of digital minimalism. Technology is not the enemy. It is a tool. A tool can help you, but only if you control it. When the tool starts controlling you, life becomes difficult. That is why balance is so important. Use technology when it has a clear purpose. Put it away when it does not. Simple choices create big changes over time. Your turn. Now think about your own life. You do not need to change everything today. Start with one small habit. Maybe keep your phone away during breakfast. Maybe read 10 pages of a book before sleeping. Maybe take a short walk without looking at a screen. Small steps are easier than big changes. And small steps become big results. Do not compare yourself with other people. Everyone has a different journey. The important thing is to keep moving forward. Even if you make mistakes, do not give up. Every new day is another chance to improve. A better future. Imagine your life 1 year from now. You wake up feeling fresh. You enjoy your mornings without stress. You focus better at work or school. You spend more time with people you love. You learn new skills. You read more books. You smile more often. You feel calm. You feel confident. You feel in control of your own life. This future is possible. It does not begin with a big decision. It begins with one small choice, one simple habit, and one meaningful step. Final message. The Internet is one of the greatest inventions in history. It helps us learn. It helps us work. It helps us stay connected. But remember this. The Internet should support your life. It should never become your life. Your time is precious. Your attention is precious. Spend both on the things that truly matter. Use technology with purpose. Protect your peace. Protect your focus. And always make time for the people and moments that bring real happiness. Because the best memories are not always found on a screen. They are created in real life. Ending. Thank you for listening to this story. We hope you learned something useful today. If you enjoyed this video, please support our channel. Like this video. Share it with your friends. And subscribe for more English stories that help you improve your listening and speaking skills. Keep learning. Keep growing. And never stop believing in yourself. See you in the next story. Goodbye.